This story is crazy. You got to hear it. So apparently, contractors who was working on this supermarket in Michigan apparently found this grown woman living in this triangle store sign on top of the store. And can we talk about it? Apparently, this lady was living inside that triangle store. As you see the triangle behind me, she literally was living in this space. It was like 5 feet by 8 and went up. And she was living there for years. They found this lady with a wardrobe closet, a computer, a printer, and a whole coffee maker and a whole bed. Living up there for years. She was probably up there working remote. And can we talk about it? The way that housing prices and rent and trying to get a mortgage and millennials to get a house out here, anybody to get a house out here is going right now, I salute her. If you found free living, you found a free living space, live there. Be up there like a raccoon or a squirrel. So apparently the contractors found a power cord that she used to get power to her little rooftop penthouse apartment. They found the wire attached to the floor, and they don't even know how she was getting to the roof. Apparently there was no door, no nothing. She was getting up to the roof somehow on some Batman, Spider-Man type ish, and she was climbing up to the roof and living in there for years. So when police was summoned after they found the lady, she left with no problem. But how long was she up there living with free rent? Now, I mean, you got a little penthouse apartment, chilling. She had a computer and a printer. She's probably working remote. And that's crazy. Imagine you get free room and board, and you live in remote, and you could go down in the supermarket when you want and grab food. She definitely was stealing food. Don't tell me you was living on top of a supermarket for years, and you wasn't going down, shimmying on down, trying to get you some fruits and some snacks and a bunch of other stuff from the supermarket. But again, it must be nice, because I know if this was somebody else, they'd be in jail right now for years. But her, they just let her go. Again, she literally was up there with a whole wardrobe closet, a computer and a printer. She was siphoning energy off of the supermarket itself, and nobody knew she was up there for years. Can we talk about it? This is why you need to pay people more that work in these supermarkets and these low-paying jobs. Because how you got a lady living in y'all roof for years and y'all don't know she up there? Y'all's probably hearing her tap and chill up there for years. And the funniest part is nobody knew how she was getting up and down from the roof. They still can't find out. It wasn't like it was a dumpster or anything behind it. I think this lady was Spider-Woman or something, and she was climbing the side of the roof, and that's where she was had her whole superhero operation and was living up in that roof when she had to go fight crime and stuff like that in Detroit. But again, this is a very Detroit thing. What are you doing? This woman was literally living in the roof. And I really want to know what, again, she's probably going down to the supermarket, making whole gourmet meals, just enjoying living her best life rent free. And I would love that, know what I mean? I'm not living in that triangle. I'm a little bit too tall for that, know what I mean? But this is like the perfect space for like a hobbit or a short woman or somebody like that. But I don't think no grown man was doing that. Grown man, they would have been called him. No, I mean, he'd have been caught him. He would have been got caught in the frozen food section or the beer aisle stealing beer. Definitely, if this is a man, he'd have been going to jail. But her, she probably was slipping in and out. You wouldn't even know. No, I mean, you wouldn't even know who she was. Again, Detroit, y'all do different stuff different in Michigan. I want to go out there one day to 8 Mile, 6 Mile. Actually, I don't. I want to see it. I want to drive past them. I heard you can't even drive past stuff in Detroit without them taking the wheels off your car and taking all the windows and everything out your car. 5 seconds flat at certain places in Detroit. You can't stop. But again, it's a very Detroit, Michigan thing. You know what I mean? How you live in a supermarket sign? You should have just worked at the supermarket. That's the thing too. Like you just dead living in the supermarket rent free. You could have worked there too. Now if she was working in the supermarket and living on top of the supermarket, this would have been a whole different story about wages and inequality and a bunch of other stuff. But no, she just was a whole lady. She's probably working remote. Probably getting $100,000 working remote from the supermarket using the supermarket Wi-Fi or whatever. She done rigged the whole electric. That's how they found her. She had cords and power cords hanging down, and they was wondering, the contractors, I guess they was doing repairs to the supermarket. They like, where's this wire go to? And they followed the wire and found a grown ass woman living in there, had a whole little loft up there. She had the whole Hey Arnold loft, just living up there chilling. Again, hey, more power to you. The way that these rents and these trying to get a mortgage out here, trying to get a house, and nowadays these prices out here, find wherever you could live. You go to the supermarket right now. I would live in Trader Joe's though. I'd definitely be living in Trader Joe's. I'll be living right in the Trader Joe's sign like this. You know what I mean? Because Trader Joe got that heat. If you ain't been to a Trader Joe's or Aldi's, I would live in Trader Joe's, Aldi's. I don't know about the other supermarkets, but Trader Joe's and Aldi's, I'd live there. That's love. That is love. Or Target. I would live in a Target. Imagine living in a Target. I think y'all gave me an idea for a script I'm about to write. Somebody that gotta live, a serial killer or something. He lives inside the Target spree killer. He takes you on a shopping spree. That's gonna be a tagline. But salute to this lady. Now, I mean, I hope she found another supermarket to live in. Can we talk about it?